Rock blood rockers. Hi guys, this is KANE from Three Threads. Yeah, I just made a video, I don't know if you've seen it yet. It's about me stretching when I go to the studio and how to warm up, etc. It's just seeing how I feel inside, so forget about pitch or the technique. It's just how do I feel, like my low end, does it feel raw, does it feel clogged up? Because I've been doing this for years and I can sense, wait a minute, that note shouldn't feel like that. And of course the middle range and the high range. I hope you enjoyed it, so rock on! Hi Rock Blood fans, this is KANE from Three Threads in Sannomia in Kobe. I'm at bass on top. I'm just going to make a little video of how I warm up before I go singing. But I got to do this on a regular basis, at least minimum 3 times a week. So usually I just start out with the low end. It's all about relaxing your chest, your neck and your throat. And this is a little aria by Mozart. Excuse my German, but it's just a little so I can check what's going on down on the low end. And it starts off in a C. That's one C below middle C, so. M, C, N, O, one, C, O. That's a low C, that's C2 on the piano for you music theory experts out there. Yeah. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. It doesn't matter about the German. M, Z, N, O, dran, one, Z, O, C2, right? But the actual Mozart piece, it's actually starts on the F above the M, Z, N, O, one, Z, O. See the better tone there? But I try to push myself to go down lower and still have a nice resonance. But it's all about what's happening inside. It doesn't matter about pitch or if it's wobbly or thin or weak. It's just like, how do you feel? Does it feel stretched and open? Yeah. M, Z, M, Z, N, O, one, Z, O. Now that kind of feels good for me because I've been doing that for years. If I was to train properly classical, then that would be, the teacher would probably beat me around the head with a big wet soggy slipper, especially if you're learning in Italy. Just so you know, my father was a formerly trained accomplished first tenor. So he used to, gotta know your voice placement, classical voice placement. Anyways, let's carry on a little bit. So now I'm going to try and go into after middle C, that next octave, C, middle C, and go in that range in a classical voice. Because again, that's where a lot of melodies and vocals are, the foundation. And I seem to have a problem in that area, especially with G sharp and A, B flat, and B. But, training and practice, and you can color notes several different ways. But I'm just going to show you one way that I kind of check my voice. Check the note. And if you feel good, that's an A, by the way. That's A up from middle C. If you feel good, then I can go to the B flat. And then B. That's the next C up from middle C. And then I skipped the C sharp and I go to the D. Sorry, D. That was too short, so you need to try and stretch the note a bit. Forget about going down, just try that note. Oh, that's hard. Again, it's all about stretching and working the muscle memory. The note itself, you know, again, classical music, you get your ass kicked if you didn't do it properly. But I'm just checking if it's okay, right? So that's on a guitar. That'll be 2 notes down from the high E on the 12th fret for a guitarist out there. But you probably know that, Emily, because you're a guitarist. So that feels good. So I'm just going to go back down again. C sharp. That's D, sorry. Let it relax, let it come out. Don't choke it up, you know. C. Push yourself a little bit. You got to push harder to get better, right? No good. Let it all out, relax. Or you can control it. Go back to this again, the B. 1B, the B up from middle C. Make it controlled and not too in the back in the throat. Make it sound classical. So that little scale, it starts on D. It starts here on D. E, D. D, F sharp, A. Sounds out of tune. And I love practicing on an actual piano, by the way. That sounds out of tune, he's tuning. So the D, right? D2. And then from the top of the A. So it's like a classical kind of a way of doing this song. I don't study classical singing properly. I'd be a lot better, I think, if I did. But again, it's all about, oh, do I feel stretched in there, right? So now I'm going to push myself a little bit more, and I'm going to go up above middle C. A lot of melodies in songs are starting in middle C and upwards. Maybe to the high E on that register. That would be the high E and the high string on the 12th fret. So a lot of melodies are in there. So let's just check this little drill. Started. It's in the D chord. So it's D, 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 F sharp, A. The A's out of tune. Don't worry. Don't push too much, but let it relax. Name, name, nasal and resonance. Name, name, name. Oh, check the note. Oh. So that classical technique that I learned, it's all about your diaphragm support. Have you ever heard a dog barking? You go, oh. It's all from there. And it's good to practice with no microphones. I'm just in a studio with, soundproofing and just a piano, and it really helps you to push and work the sound. Then when you put a microphone in front of it, you can relax and make it sweeter. But it's all about diaphragm power, and running again helps me. So let's do it up a little bit higher the next note. So I'll do it from the A again. That's A up from middle C. Forward, mask. So that's the C up from middle C, and then I skip a note because I can hear it better. C sharp. C up from middle C. That was a bit raw. Okay, that feels good. All right, moving along. This time I'm going to check what they call vocal compression. Sorry. In Italian they say mezza da voce or mezza da voce. I always just get those two confused. So I'm going to check my, it's like the larynx is engaged. So it goes like this. Hootie. That feels good. A bit bubbly, but it feels good. That's D up from middle C, and then high E, like the 12th fret on the high E string on the guitar. I just want to break it down to what I'm actually doing to do that compression technique. So we'll start on the A. That's where I started. That's where I start to warm up. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what the technique is. Because you're hooty in your head. You're going, ha! Doesn't matter if it's weak and sounds crap. Doesn't matter. It's just the feeling that's going on. You go, ha! So, ha, nee. And then, yeah, that's it. You got it? Right? Well, you should try that. Maybe start down lower if you haven't done this before. So, check the note. Now, I like doing the A up from middle C, because it's not too high, but it's not too low. So when I might get up and I'm trying to, after a couple of hours of drinking warm water or whatever, I don't drink warm water for 2 hours, but after I warm up, I try that and I can really feel, it's all clogged up and it's not coming out. So a good way, you might skip a note, because higher up with that technique, it's really a head voice technique. Now you notice there I did like a straight onset, because I've already been warmed up a little bit. But let's go back to the A, and I'll use it with the microphone. See? You can start out weak and go, yeah, right? Get your placement, because it's all up here. And then you can do the technique where you bring in that lucky for me, I'm high baritone. You bring in that baritone thickness, the richness, and then let it loose. Just let the mechanism do it itself. There's a very famous song. It's called Burn by Deep Purple. Now, I'm actually A up, but I go down to, I was doing the A. Right, I was doing the A. Yeah! But I do Burn. When he sings that, that was actually the A. I don't know if he's doing that. All I hear is burn. All I hear is burn. That's G up, from just an octave up, right? All I hear is burn. So, bluesy, right? David Coverdale, we love him. All I hear is burn. So you're relaxing. The diaphragm support lets you hold a note. Running, on practice. So I hope you enjoyed that. So, ha, nee, yeah. For you Rock Blood fans out there, we have a song called The Grim Reaper, and hopefully some of you have listened to it. The first note, or that note I do on this, like the high-pitched scream, it's actually the warm up from the B, it's the F, that F sound, F, right? And all I'm doing is that. and then kicks into the song. Anyway, those are some examples. I'm going to do some more videos, and I hope you enjoyed that. So thank you, Rock God fans. See you in the near future. This is KANE from Three Threads, the singer of Three Threads. They're based in Tokyo, but I live here in Kobe, and I'm in Tsunami. I'm based in Top. Get back here soon. Rock on!
Superstition has made you blind. Why the high? Crash down low. Where